It's not fair when this is something that really, really,
Well, if we were talking about things you don't care about, you wouldn't have launched these rockets of desire. If you were talking about something that you don't care about, you wouldn't have just enlisted the non-physical energy that creates worlds to support you. In other words, this conversation has left this in a place that it never has been before. The universe has expanded as a result of this conversation. You cannot find a solution if you don't poke around a little bit at the problem. Just don't get carried away in the poking around at the problem, because you cannot find a solution while you poke at the problem. The blaming, no matter how...
So we're going back to this again. So when we talk about the solution, we talk about the problem. If you're constantly being in a realm or the vibration of the solution, or the problem, if you're staying there in the vibration of the problem, there's no way that you can find the solution. So either you're going to be all the way in with the problem, or you're going to be all the way in with the solution. But you can't be in the problem and thinking you're going to get the answers to the solution. You have to let go of the problem so you can hear and be there when the solution appears. So it's either one of the other. So step out of you launched the rocket already, which is you're looking for a better result or whatever it is that you launched the rocket for. Let that go and move on to the solution part of it. So yes, one or the other.
You are does not lead you to the solution, you see. And have you ever had an argument with someone? You know you're right, you tell them what you think, and don't they just come on stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger? It's like you pour gasoline on their fire.
it's kind of like what's happening in the political arena today, with two sides just so determined that...
We all had that before. When you're trying to talk to somebody or you're trying to tell somebody something that you believe is true, and they feel the opposition, they feel that it's nothing close to what you're talking about, they're going to get, the more you try, the harder and harder they're going to go. So yeah, everybody had that situation happen to them before. I know what she means.
Their side of this thing is correct, that there's not even any possibility of compromise.
Well, they've stopped thinking. And they cannot be feeling. But it's not all lost, because the electorate is feeling a desire for a functioning government.
Right.
And you're in charge. But if you watch what they're doing and you let them lead you, then you don't find your power and it doesn't happen. In other words, one day we were talking with a woman on the telephone years ago when Esther was still doing consultations. And she wasn't having any of this. She was annoyed with us. And so we realized that we were not making any headway with her, and we said, let's play a game. We would like you to find 3 subjects and let's just focus on them together. She said, why? And we said, because we want to distract you from the resistant thoughts that you've got going on. Why? Because in the absence of resistance, many things you want will begin flowing to you. Well, like what? We said, like blue glass. Have you ever contemplated how many beautiful different textures and colors of blue glass there are? No, I haven't really, and I'm not really interested in that.
So we're going to stop it right there. So as I was telling you before about back to a law of attraction, is basically what she's saying is that she had a consultation on the phone with a woman, over the phone, and the woman was focused on things that she didn't want. So she's trying to tell her that if you can just take your thought off of things that you don't want, then you can let them in. And she told her, as an example, let's just concentrate on blue glass, to try to get her to break that momentum, just to think something different than what she's already been thinking. So, but with the law of attraction is that the more she thought about these things, the more and more they came. The law of attraction in the momentum of whatever it is that she didn't want was coming. So she's tried to get her to change her train of thought and think about something else. So yes.